We're gonna do Paranormal Posse. What are they called? Paranormal Posse. So I skated with them, like I practiced a couple times, but skating, I can't skate. So I myself for a little bit, what I did the little mountains. So I don't really care about anyone. And nothing I say counts as long as no, say the rock. They don't affect the game. Do you have a way to like your announce, or you just free form, or whatever, or you just do them the third time they've actually announced, or. So let's roll with it if I'm talking around disrespectful. I only ever announced with Pinky, and he takes all of my hair. So I just interject when I get. So we'll just roll with it. See how it goes.
All right. We on? Nope. Check, check, check. Check, check.
Does the sleep for 6 for too long? Nitro, where are you?
Hello?
Are they really? Are they? The team warm up. They're doing team warm ups. They're working out their calls, track cuts.
Check, 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 check. We on? Are we on? We're check, check. 1 2 1 2. I think. Check one. Yep, we're good. We have about 2 minutes until Derby. Coming up, we have the Zombies versus the Paranormal Posse. We're going to go ahead and start out by announcing our skaters. Our away team, the Paranormal Posse, we've got 0109 Jersey, 05 Annie Position, number 11 Spunky Bruiser, number 21 Affliction Specialist, number 213 Huller, number 365 Dazed and Confused, number 420 the Ovarian Fist, number 44 Coven, number 48 Jinkies, number 5150 Gnarly Quinn, number 6 Claire Violent, number 68 Scooby, number 69 Shram, number 7 Crystal Brawler, and number 96 Shorty J. And skating for tournament host Pittsburgh Roller Derby Zombies, we have 125 Smalls, 13 Kitty Black, 1357 Hawk, 141 Whiskey Business, 161 Nitro, 22 Princess Leia, 379 Thunderbottom, 42 we got Mr. Sir Guy, 609 Pocket Rocket, 707 Paul Barrier, 8 REO Meat Wagon, 916 Phoenix, 98 Queso de Mondays, 313 Lola Chola, and 5 Shakira. Now, starting out, we've got Phantom Posses. They're a mixer team, so this is a good opportunity to see skaters from different parts of the state, maybe even further, skating together for the first time. Good opportunity to see new talent, new strategies. Right out of the gate, looks like Smalls jamming for Pittsburgh. But number 96, Shorty J, picks up lead for
Hawk with the block, and Paranormal Posse calls it off, picking up 2 points to Zombies 1.
Interesting to see as well, when you have a mixer team like this, you're going to have the bench coaches immediately trying to evaluate what the best play is against each other. Considering they've never seen this team before, becomes a bit of a puzzle right out of the gate.
Lola.
I fixed it on there, so it should be Lola Chola.
I thought I said Lola.
I said Cola.
And Princess Leia is out on lead, picking up points for Pittsburgh.
Princess Leia with the fall and the call.
Princess Leia able to call that off with a jammer still in the box. That's going to give Pittsburgh an advantage start.
And we have a lead change. Zombies 7, Posse 2. It's like Hawk is jamming for the Zombies on a power start. It's like we have an official timeout. All right. Hawk making quick work of the pack. And the Hawk coming around for a scoring pass.
Scooby out of the box, able to break through. Scooby's going to come around for his first scoring pass.
The Hawk gets through and calls off the jam.
These 4 points are going to be important. Pittsburgh clawing up, gaining the lead point by point. Current score, Pittsburgh 11, Phantoms 2.
Paranormal Posse. Oh, Jesus.
So it's like we have Smalls jamming for the Zombies against Spunky Bruiser. Smalls is through the pack. See what Smalls does with this. Inside, outside, back to the outside, and Smalls goes out and calls that jam off. Zombies picking up 2 there. Princess Leia is through. Princess Leia running into the pack and calling it off. Looks like we had a 4-point jam from both teams there.
Yeah. Princess Leia coming into the pack meets Jersey and takes a bit of a fall. That's going to prevent her from scoring any points. She just calls it off, prevent the damage. 4-4 jam, no change in differential. Score is 17-6, Pittsburgh.
Is
Shorty J and Hawk both fighting through the pack.
Hawk makes it through. Shorty J still struggling with the Zombies defenders. Shorty J makes it through. Here comes Hawk back in. Hawk picks up those points and calls it off. Both teams still sizing each other up, given that the Zombies have never seen this mixed team before.
Yep, and an official timeout is called. It looks like the scoring table never received points for the previous jam.
With this quick break in the action, let's hear it from the crowd for both teams. Let me hear you, crowd.
Yep, and an official timeout is a great time to buy some baked goods. Looks like we're still at 2 for $1.
2 for $1. Get your sugar rush in. Smalls is through. It looks like Gnarly Quinn gets the star. Looks like the Zombies chipping away here, picking up that 4 at a time. Playing smart derby here.
If you guys want to make a trip upstairs, we've still got Lane County merchandise, but Mexico City Disorder have also joined them. There's merch for sale upstairs. Be sure to come upstairs, check out the merch tables.
I think Chicago is set up right outside the doors downstairs. Wow. I like to think that I sound better than him.
Princess Leia through with lead for Pittsburgh, followed closely behind
looks like Paranormal Posse. Looks like they've each picked up 1. I don't remember. Yep. It's like we got Schrammer time. We got Mr. Serguy against Schram. Mr. Serguy through the pack. It's taking everything for the Zombies to keep Schram contained. And Schram is through. Mr. Serguy stepping over the pack. Mr. Serguy is through. Schram running into the back of the pack. Mr. Serguy makes the decision to call it off before Schram can do any damage.
I thought I was being yelled at for announcing hammer time.
Looks like Oler breaking out for Paranormal. Making quick work of an inside line, picking up 4 points. They're not stopping. They're coming back around again. Let's see if they can do it a second time. Sully, Oler using their teammates, power through the pack.
All
And
are
through an
running into
inside line
trouble and
with
calling.
Paul.
That makes it an 8-point jam for the Paranormal Posse.
So that they're not. I think you said there were two, so that might be another one. It's Filet officials should give it at some point. That's
Princess Leia out again for Pittsburgh. Seen consistent starts out of Princess Leia, getting lead right out off the line. And this time making clean work of an inside line, staying on 1 foot. Oh, but picks up a track cut and is head to the penalty box. That's going to put Paranormal. Game's held for an injury. Looks like Thunderbottom headed back to the bench under her own power. Big thank you to our medics and EMTs for keeping us safe throughout the tournament.
Callers lining up to jam for the Paranormal Posse. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is a power start.
Oler taking full advantage of that right off the line through the inside. Not going to let any of those seconds with the opposing jammer in the box go to waste. Oh, huge hit on Oler. That sent a Pittsburgh blocker to the box. Oler's able to make it through. Another 4 points.
Princess Leia back on the track.
She attempts an apex jump, but lands just a little bit to the inside. She's going to get recycled and try again. She threw this time for, that was her initial pass. She's still going to have to make it around for 4. Oler's not going to allow that to happen, though. He's calling off the jam.
Paranormal Posse closing this lead. ZomBees 30, Paranormal Posse 23.
And it looks like Paranormal's jammer, Scooby, is out ahead with the lead.
Shakira coming back to make another attempt to get through. Shakira makes it through the pack. Scooby's going to come up, try to pick up some points here, and calls it before Shakira can do any damage.
Scooby's picking up 3 points that pass to preventing any points from Pittsburgh. And that takes us to a tie game. 7-point jam, a 30-30 tie, Pittsburgh Paranormal.
Lola Chola making quick work of the pack, being followed very closely by Spunky Bruiser. And Lola Chola calls it off as they are knocked out of bounds.
Lola Chola doing a great job running straight to the outside, picking up the points and calling it. She picked up 3 that pass, preventing a adult beverage for all of us. Pittsburgh still in the lead, 3-30. For a lead change. I have to admit, I was rooting a little bit for Paranormal because I did want a lead change and a little sip of that adult beverage, but not quite yet.
Hawk jamming for the Zombies. Shram picking up that defense.
Shram picks up a forearm for that hit.
Hawk is through.
Shram always animated. I'm not sure he agreed with that call, but he'll go back to the box regardless. That allows, looks like Paranormal still picked up 4 points on that pass. What does that mean?
It means it's time for an adult beverage because we have a league change.
Paranormal leading Pittsburgh 34-33. Hope the bar's ready.
Princess Leia makes quick work of the pack.
Really great consistent play from Princess Leia throughout this game. She's been able to just hammer through packs, pick up lead, and pick up 4 just like that. She would blast it straight through the Paranormal pack. Another Pittsburgh blocker being sent to the box. That'll even out the score with Shram in the box.
Princess Leia takes a shot at Coven, knocking Coven out.
Great offensive work, jammer on jammer play from Princess Leia.
Princess Leia head straight for the outside to pick up some points, and as soon as we had 1 lead change, it's time for round 2.
Lead change! It's a 41-34 game, Pittsburgh. Princess Leia came in to a Paranormal tripod anchored by Coach Shram. Shram bumped her out to the outside, but she still picked up the points and called it off.
It's like we got Mr. Sergei for the Zombies against
Who's that? I don't know who that is. On the roster. And it looks like Pittsburgh's jammer is being sent to the box for a forearm. Coach Head Ref Zero disagrees, pulls him back out. That's going to mean Pittsburgh has a jammer back in. Ooh. Paranormal Posse maintained lead, a quick hop over an opposing blocker straight into the pack. With all that distraction, Pittsburgh was able to make it through for 4, evening out that jam. Sounds like Zero's going to call an official timeout to try to regroup and analyze what happened in that last jam. Official timeout. That means it's time for baked goods. Baked goods 2 for $1. Grab those baked goods from our Pittsburgh Undead friends, and then make sure to check out the merch tables both downstairs and upstairs. We've got Chicago out downstairs. Upstairs, we've got LCC, Mexico, and Carolina. Nothing makes Derby more enjoyable than a cold beer and some fresh cookies or cakes. Schramm's interested in a cookie delivery if it's available.
Schrammer time is becoming cookie time.
We call that Meals on Wheels. We'll be looking for some extra points from extra cookie power out of Schramm.
Wonder if cookies work on Schramm like spinach works on Popeye.
You ever see the Cookie Crisp commercials? Just imagine Schramm with the big cookie eyes.
Schramm's refilled.
So Zero's informed us that that official timeout was to review the penalty that was called on the Pittsburgh blocker. There was a forum call. They reviewed it and agree with Zero's decision that it did not happen. So that penalty does not apply to that jammer's count.
Hawk is jamming against Shorty J. Neither team is giving the jammers anything to work with right now. Hawk has now been absorbed by the Paranormal Posse jammers, blockers, and is finally through.
That jam was called off 0-0. We're still sitting Pittsburgh 47, Paranormal 41. And Paranormal Posse looks like they're going to call an official review. Graham has forgotten that he is not the bench coach, so out of instinct, he's skated forward, but he'll head back to the bench and look for more cookies. Given that it is an official review, that is the perfect time for more baked goods, so if anyone wants to buy Coach Schramm a cookie, he's interested.
If you give a Schramm a cookie, I'm glad Schramm's a good sport. I'd like to take a moment while we're in this official review to give a shout out to all of our volunteers and officials for your support this weekend. I am losing my train of thought.
Yeah, this really has been an excellent tournament. We talked about it in the back game. Pittsburgh Undead putting on a really, really well organized tournament, high level play, high level international play. All the volunteers and officials been great help. So the ruling from Head Rev Zero, Pink has challenged lead status of Pittsburgh on the previous jam. The incident that occurred, the helmet cover fell off of Pittsburgh's jammer, wasn't intentionally removed. Because it was unintentional, it unintentionally fell off. They were still eligible for lead. However, with the helmet cover off, they were not able to score points. So they still picked up lead. We're still able to call off the jam, but that official review was denied, and they will lose that review for the remainder of the period. Out for Paranormal is Gnarly Quinn, followed closely behind by Pittsburgh. Paranormal able to call it off before Pittsburgh gets anything in. We have an official review from Pittsburgh this time. Again, I don't know what Shram is going to do with all these cookies, but this is the time to buy them.
Take a moment to give a shout out from Twitch. I think it's old. I think it's been a minute, but somebody said Shrammer Jammer. Disco to Box says, I hope they both win.
I'm not sure that's how it works, but we'll go with it. Our ref's just in the center of the ring reviewing the determination. We'll find out what Pittsburgh is challenging just in a second.
We have an official review dance off.
Best dancer wins a shirt. So everybody on your feet, let's see some dancing. Down, 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 down. This is, of course, the royalty-free dance music. And it looks like the winner of our dance-off is our patron down there with, I believe, the Yins beanie. You ever... And it looks like Pittsburgh was asking for an out-of-bounds call on Pink Jammer. Zero has determined that that will not go through, so they're going to lose their official review. That was denied.
It's like we got a Shrammer Jam against Princess Leia.
Glasses on the track. Princess Leia picks up lead and is out to score some points. Princess Leia picking up, I thought, an additional 4. That might just be a 4-point jam.
It's like it's
Looks like our game timer is just going to confer with the scoring table, make sure we're have the right time allocated for the game remaining. Current score, Pittsburgh 51, Paranormal Posse 41. Tight game, still anyone's game thus far. We've got another 6 minutes roughly left in this half, and then a full 30-minute half following that. Coming up afterwards is our championship playoff. We'll determine first and second after this game.
just waiting on this official timeout.
Our official review bake sale team are in the crowd. Be sure to say hello.
Was the Does it say 9?
Oh, like that looks like it was quite a significant time correction. Game clock corrected to 9:39, was previously 6. Good eyes from our timekeeper in center court.
Shakira picking up lead. Oler gets the star cover and is coming around, and Shakira, seeing that, calls it off. Picking up a quick 4 points.
That's what you need, though. We're going to go around and pick. Yep. And 55-41 Pittsburgh over Paranormal. That correction was just due to a clock run during the official review. Just a quick spacebar miss by the table, no big deal. Happens all the time, but that's why we have multiple people looking at it.
Smalls is through the pack. Scooby pushed out and has to go back and reset. Meanwhile, Smalls to the inside makes it through for a scoring pass. Zombies not giving Scooby anything to work with here. Smalls gets through for another scoring pass and then calls it off. Zombies opening up the lead a little bit. They're up to 63. Paranormal Posse at 41. That was an 8-point jam for the Zombies.
We've seen 24 points jams today, so that is within a 1 jam stretch to be able to recover. It is still a very tight game.
I have no idea.
Princess Leia is through. Paranormal Posse 00.
Oh.
And Princess Leia calls it off. And it looks like 0-0 for Paranormal Posse is Flux Given. Took me almost the whole period to figure that out. 0 Flux Given. Hawk is jamming for the Zombies. And Hawk is through the pack. Shorty J hot on her heels. And Hawk is coming through and calls it off.
Quick 0-0 jam. No change in score. Teams will reset up at the jammer line. Looks like we've got Spunky Bruiser up against Kitty Black. Oh, that's Lola Chola. I missed the initial 3 in her number. Spunky Bruiser's got an equipment issue. Lola Chola is going to take advantage of that. Went for an apex jump, didn't land it. She's going to have to recycle and try that again. Again, with Spunky Bruiser down with equipment issue, that essentially turns this into a power jam for Lola Chola until Spunky can get it fixed.
It's like Spunky is back up.
Lola Chola threw for another 4. It's like Spunky passed the start and Gnarly Quinn. Gnarly Quinn's still unable to get out. And Gnarly Quinn going to the penalty box. Lola Chola's on a power jam. Shram calling for a back block, not getting it.
Shram goes down.
Shram took a bit of a trip, falls down, and picks up a black block that he was calling for earlier on himself. Lola Chola wisely calling off that jam with 20 points, maybe 24 after that pass. Oh. Now, that's a 20-point jam for Lola Chola, taking Pittsburgh to 87 over Paranormal Posse 41. Head Rev Zero looked at Shram and said, "Careful what you wish for."
Mr. Sergei is through. Gnarly Quinn getting absorbed by the Pittsburgh blockers and knocked out. Gnarly Quinn coming back to reset.
Mr. Sergei picking up 4, weaving through the pack. He's up with Shram as he comes in. Shram trying to hold him off, but Mr. Sergei takes the inside, picks up another 4, and calls a jam.
It's an 8-point jam for Pittsburgh.
And Uller out ahead for Pink, followed closely behind by Smalls.
Uller coming up to the pack and bobbing and weaving. Uller passed. And Uller's going to go ahead and call it.
A little bit of a late call. Pittsburgh Smalls is still able to pick up the point, making that a 4-1 jam for Paranormal.
Looks like we're going to have time for one more jam here in the first period. See what these teams can do with it.
Looks like they're sending both jammers to the box. It's a race to the box. Princess Leia is going to sit first. That means when Spunky Bruiser sits, she's released. Princess Leia back in. Her team playing some good offense, allowing her room to get through, which she does. Oh, a quick block right at the end that she hops by. That's her initial pass. Both jammers in the box. Neither one is lead. We're going to go a full 2 minutes on this jam. And now it becomes a race for points. Lola Chola diving in, picking up a heavy block, falling to her knees.
Princess Leia, well, while that happened, Princess Leia came around for her first 4 points. And running into the back of the pack.
That 4 points did take Pittsburgh across the century mark. They're over 100 now.
Pittsburgh jammer in the box. That's going to allow Spunky Bruiser to maybe pick up some points going into the half here.
Yeah, Spunky trying to play off of Annie position. Annie position taking a little bit of a trip, knocking Spunky down. Spunky had an issue with her toe stop earlier this game. It seems like that might be tripping her up a little more. Princess Leia back in, wasted no time, threw for another 4 points.
I couldn't imagine jamming for 2 minutes. And with that, it's going to take us into the half. Looks like it was an 8-point jam for Pittsburgh, taking us to Pittsburgh 104, Paranormal Posse 45 going into the half. We will see you in about 10 minutes for period number 2.
Hello. Attention. Captains and coaches meetings for Chicago and disorder. Thank you.
All right, I'd like to.
There's 3 of the Pittsburgh junior players coaching Paranormal.
Oh, okay. I can do that.
Okay.
Jam. Oh, back. We're good. It wasn't working for a second. So as we come into the second period, it has come to our attention up here in the announcers booth that there are 3 juniors bench coaching the Paranormal Posse. So that's awesome for them.
Really strong junior program here with the Pittsburgh Undead. Also, if you can cast your attention to the center of the ring, Scully, if you can put your hand up so everyone can see you. This is Scully's 100th bout. Everyone, 100th bout repping. If everyone give her a round of applause, this is her 100th bout as an official.
Thank you, officials. All right, looks like we are getting set for the start of the second period. Oler is starting for Paranormal Posse. And Smalls with Pittsburgh. Smalls staying in, or not Smalls, Oler, I'm sorry. Oler staying in and getting through. Smalls with the bob and weave. Oler gets through 4 points and calls it off.
Quick 4 and done for Paranormal with Oler as the jammer popping out for a lead with quite a bit of effort up on the toe stops and then back out and through. But that's a quick hit and what they're going to need to do a few more times if they want to close the lead gap. Paranormal sending a blocker off the track just in the nick of time. A little bit of confusion allowed Flux to pop out as lead for Paranormal, and he's back around for his first scoring pass. Flux hitting the Pittsburgh blockers, having a bit of a stumble, but able to get through on the inside. Picks up 4 for Paranormal. Big hit from Scooby, preventing a Hawk to get out. Jamber's on his feet. Jamber taking a big hit from one of our blockers. He's going to be sitting out for the rest of the game. Refs are going to meet in the middle to determine the outcome of that hit. Everyone's very happy to see Jamberger up on his feet, moving. Seems to be like he's coming back to it, but we'll probably have to sub a ref in just a moment. Probably going to have just a moment here while the game is paused. It's a great opportunity to pick up some more baked goods or go check out a merch table.
I think they're gonna just go with one less ref here. Maybe. Are we? There we go.
And it looks like Scully's going to take their 100th bout officiating as a skating ref. Bit of a surprise for her 100th, but she'll take it.
Bit of an unorthodox way to get there.
So Pink has asked for that official review. They were calling for ejection of the black jammer for the hit on the outside referee. Zero, our head ref, has determined that that hit was accidental. The entire officiating crew, headed by head ref Zero, has determined that that was an accidental hit. The official review will be denied. Black Jammer is found not at fault for that hit. And out of that, Princess Leia back in for lead jammer.
Princess Leia making easy work of the Pink defenders.
Princess Leia able to pick up another 3 points on that pass and call it off before Paranormal was able to score anymore. Brings the score up to 111 Pittsburgh over Paranormal's 54.
It's like we got Thunderbottom jamming
against Shorty J. Thunderbottom knocked out. Shorty J having trouble with the Pittsburgh defense. Shorty J is through and picks up lead jam status.
Thunderbottom close behind her. This is a race to the pack. Pittsburgh doing a good job of trying to accelerate. Shorty J makes it through on the inside, calls it. Was it quick enough? It looks like it was. 2-0 jam for Paranormal. And Flux out as lead jammer for Paranormal. Small's still stuck back in the pack. Gets knocked to the outside and recycled. That allows Flux to come through for his first scoring pass. And Flux, an easy path through the outside to pick up 4 points. Huge apex jump for Smalls. Flux steps through the outside while calling it off, trying to pick up those points. Looks like there she is. 2 points picked up for Paranormal on that pass. It's taking that to a 6-0 jam, Paranormal.
Nitro takes a slip, but is on his way back around the track.
Nitro hammered it into the pack, struggling to call it off. Makes that a 3-3 jam. Prevented any damage, but wasn't able to pick up any points on that pass.
It's like Paul Barrier is jamming for Pittsburgh now against Shorty J.
Princess Leia fighting off Shorty J. Shorty J trying to make it past Thunderbottom now and just absolutely claws her way through the inside. Shorty J working for that lead. Thunderbottom picking up the star pass. Coming out and around for Pittsburgh. Shorty J's been recycled once or twice. She's going to try to make it through and call it. It looks like Shorty J picked up 3 points that pass. Same time, Lola Chola picked up a penalty and is headed to the box. Two blockers in the box, one on each team. It's an even start, but both teams have a blocker down.
Right back.
Sitting in a bit of an official timeout. Our refs in the center just conferring about the previous jam.
Maybe. The best.
I've seen some nasty reference.
And a big shout out to our volunteers and our medics. We have to have those medics in place to be able to play. We are reset. And while we were doing that, that jam went off without a hitch. Flux given 00 lead jammer for the Paranormal Posse. Last hit attempt there by Smalls on Flux. Flux calling off the jam right before Hawk can approach for points.
That was a 4-0 jam for Paranormal. Pittsburgh's called an official review.
I know we've said this a million times, but be sure to pick up merch. We got Roman Justice heading over here to tell us what's the skinny. So there was a request from the Pittsburgh ZomBees for a back block on the pink jammer. That was Flex given. For the ref review, that request was denied and they have lost their challenge.
And all are out for Paranormal, followed closely behind by Shakira. It's going to be a race to the pack. Oler hits the pack, calls it off. Let's see if it was in time to prevent damage. No. Looks like both jammers picked up one on that pass. No score differential. Pittsburgh 115 to 73 Paranormal.
That's why they say skate through the fourth whistle. Every whistle counts. You can still pick up that final point.
Yeah, you saw the Paranormal pack hang back just a little bit too. You would have wanted to see them accelerate towards the Pittsburgh pack to try to help the jammer out. Looks like the penalty box asking for a call. And it looks like we're just going to take a quick break to allow room for our medical staff to come in. It's probably going to be just a moment. So if you can, take time, come visit our merch tents, grab some baked goods. The bar's open upstairs.
2 for 1 on the baked goods. Jam Burglar, we love you.
That's a lot. Yeah. Not worse than I already have. You know what my extent of Mexicans are songs? Yeah. Taco, burrito, tostadas, not too much. So I go to Mexico every year and I fail miserably. Well, I have my phone out with translations on one. You know, funny. So I know I didn't think about it. Me llamo Guillermo. Me llamo Benito. ¿Y tú? ¿Cómo te llamas? I'll remember that one freaking piece of all. So you can first thing you do is like turn the kitty bugs.
Is that close in the map?
It's impossible to signal that. Like, oh, not for like,
So, before the pandemic, they had like anxiety.
Yep. And with that hold lasting 15 minutes, the officials are electing to end the game here. We'll end with 115 Pittsburgh, 73 Paranormal. And once again, yeah, let's hear it for Jamberger helping us out all weekend, officiating, AV, announcing. Really a great part of the Pittsburgh organization. Our hearts are with him as he gets sent out and under some more medical care. If everyone could please clear the path to the roll-up door, let's make sure to keep that clear for our medical staff. I think it's best right now if everyone just kind of made their way maybe to the side. Make sure you stay in the stands. Let's keep the track and door clear. One more time. Thank you so much, Jamberger.
Thank you, Timberger. We love you.
All right, and once again, yep, that'll wrap that game. Pittsburgh ZomBees 115, Paranormal Posse 73. We're going to do a quick reset, allow the final two teams to warm up for our finals. That's going to be it for me. Discussions. I'm going to hand it back over to Pinky and Bill for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you so much, Discussions. We couldn't have done this weekend without you. You're going to come back again, right?
Of course.
Consider this your official invitation to come back next year.